Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Frozen Melon, and today we're actually going to do some of the Blackstone stuff.
Underworld. My disciples, they were given quite a fright when that pitch black stone there suddenly lit up. You know what it is, do you not?
A shard of purest darkness from the depths of chaos. In its countless facets, countless outcomes, perhaps none of which the fates have preordained.
Yep.
So yeah, that is kind of the plan that we're going to be doing, is just trying to complete all the stuff on there. We won't get anything for it or anything else, but it is probably the best thing I can do currently.
The Artificer.
There we go, we unlocked everything on there.
I see it now.
Upgrade everything. I got something for a 2.
No use.
Get rid of that for a 3, put that in there, that'll activate that, and also that as well, so there we go. That is good enough.
Ready.
Don't know what I could upgrade, but anyway. Yeah, so what we're going to do here is we can scry. So I may have showed this at the end of one of the last episodes and things like that as well, but yeah, so essentially it's a trial, we complete the trial, and then we get Stardust, which we can use to craft other stuff. So for the first one, we're just going to jump straight into the trial origin.
I see what needs to be done.
Now, I don't know if this also affects my trinket.
I feel
Because I cannot remember.
unstoppable.
No, it doesn't, so...
Usage of the pitch black standing stone enables me to temporarily emerge from my abyss, and I thank you for that. I can observe more clearly both the outcome of your trial and all else.
Attack deal 8% damage, special deals more damage. Take the strike. Let's go.
Worth the risk.
But yeah, this is kind of what this stuff is. It's just a giant trial by fire, if you will. Which is kind of nice. I always like stuff like this, where they can like do something a bit more interesting. Admittedly, though, it doesn't give you any meta progression. It's just for like the extra resource that you get from when you win. And maybe just like some unlockable stuff on the chaos side, and don't know if you get anything else from it.
By the will of chaos.
Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, Hera. If I do this here, will she give me...
Lost souls, I'll lead you to your graves.
That's kind of what I figure out, is will I get her trinket? But yeah, been not really doing much different, to be honest. Let's do this.
Queen Hera, out of all the matters you could be attending to, you've chosen to aid me. I am honored and would honor you in kind.
Is there a wedding date that I should know about, or are you merely being generous with me? In any case, when I'm offered to, there's always a catch. So, here.
You truly needn't have, Your Majesty.
Nah, so I do get the keepsake as well. That's pretty cool.
To level with you, girl, I don't know that you've got what it takes to thwart the Titan. But what choice do we have at this point? I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Specials inflict hitch. Sprint inflicts hitch. When you run out of mana, prime to restore all up to a limit. that seems pretty interesting. I do like that they're kind of like still messing around with the mechanics, and the mana regen for all the people is kind of one of the most important ones. And yes, you can see my life total is like really huge on this. Like, so some of these ones aren't meant to be very difficult. Like, they're literally going to be really easy to do, which is just gives me the chance to kind of just relax and chill out, you know.
This is for you.
Because I have currently been playing terribly.
Lend me your light.
I felt a weight drawing me toward the crossroads recently, and realized it was the pitch black stone. So then it has awakened, almost like an eye itself, but far older than mine, and peering from the infinite abyss. Now,
Just say that one.
lunar ray.
I'll go for the burn.
This one again.
But yeah, I kind of just been sorting all sorts of other stuff out at the moment, which is it's been nice. I mean, I got some time booked off for holiday as well from work, which I plan to use efficiently.
You made it all the way down to the morning fields before? A horrid place, or so I hear, and covered in dry brush far as the eye can see. Well, next time you're there, you burn your way on through. Hear me, hot stuff?
Your cast repeatedly inflicts scorch. I always like that. Always. But yeah, I mean, I got a good holiday coming up, which is going to be kind of nice to just kind of chill out and relax and sort some stuff out. Like, I mean, I've been on the go constantly, and maybe get back into a bit more streaming and stuff, and like set a proper schedule. Because I did that for a while, and then I had to kind of drop it to allow for other work stuff. You know, as I've kind of always said, like, this is a hobby for me. My work is more important when it comes down to most things, which is maybe not a fair assessment. Because I know that, you know, you guys, people that watch this enjoy my content, so I should probably be more respectful to it, but I appreciate it. But as I said to, like, some other people that used to view my channel, but if they still do, shout out if you still are. You kind of got to just do this for yourself if you want to do it at all. So whether you upload videos, you stream, or whatever you kind of enjoy doing, you kind of got to do it for yourself first, and everyone else is secondary. Because if you don't do it for yourself, it becomes more of a chore, and it's either an outlet for you to kind of, like, you know, basically let your creativity kind of flow, or it's basically a second job, which at that point then you don't want to do it, do you?
My silver shines.
2 projectiles, nice. But yeah, I'm always very pragmatic or practical, whatever the word for it is, you know. I am the man that uses big words to make myself seem smarter than I actually am. And it is kind of a difficult thing to say, and of course, you know,
Area clear.
as always within this world, this day and age, someone is always offended no matter what you say.
Known Heck a while, and don't envy either one of you. She couldn't just send you off to deal with Gramps before you were ready. You must have hated having to wait. I know I do.
Faux projectile speed. No, just give me more gold.
Let's pick up the pace.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember like having this argument with a lot of people in the past, and the argument was a very simple argument. It wasn't like a massive, it was more of a debate more than anything else. And sort of debate that we were discussing was, I don't believe that anyone does anything for a selfless reason.
Really now? That ferryman having a fire sale there. Don't want you paying an exorbitant...
Sorry, I skipped that one. I probably shouldn't have. Scorch does more damage to armor. Special inflict Scorch. Quick buck. Yeah, just give that up. Why not?
Fired up.
Well now.
And let's go face off against the boss.
Well, well. You've a particular objective to achieve here, haven't you? Seen what must be done within the facets of the pitch black stone.
A trial on top of a trial. This is one of the infinite possibilities that Chaos anticipated. I chose this path, but it was already there for me to find.
It's very much disquieting to know the choices that we make might all be preordained to some extent. Nevertheless, Knight's will is to be done.
So yeah, like it sounds really horrible to say it like that, you know, that kind of like everything that ever goes on, kind of like it is just a facet of you getting something out of a decision that you end up making. So like whenever someone does a good deed or something, there's always, it's not whether there's something they do it for like the kindness of the heart or stuff like that. Like, man, that really stretches far. I gotta remember that. I've always been in the state of there's always some benefit, or if there's no benefit, it's there to prevent discomfort. Yeah. Or like a negative trait or outcome. Like that's why anyone does anything. It's avoidance more than anything else. Yeah. And then like someone will ask, well, what do you mean avoidance? Like they're just trying to avoid the problem by helping someone out. That doesn't sound right. No, it's more the fact that they're avoiding a negative feeling that will come because they didn't help out. Yeah. Like whenever I tend to do stuff, my argument towards it is,
To me, my sister.
is normally, you know, is it more or less inconvenient for me to do this now or to do it later? You know, peak of procrastination. We all do it. But it is that kind of like, you know, okay, will this thing have a negative impact on me? If yes, then probably won't do it. And if it's no, then the other thing is well, then do I get anything out of it at all? Like, if something doesn't have a negative impact, I need a reason for me to do it then, right? Because otherwise I just maintain the status quo. Like, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? And there are times generally where, like, I've done something out of the kindness of my heart, and you could say, like, oh yeah, you're just being a hypocrite, like, you've definitely done stuff yourself, and even you said it. But, like, yeah, but at the end of the day, like, the only reason I did it was I kind of felt guilty, and I just wanted to offer a helping hand. And maybe I felt bad for the day, so I decided I wanted to help out someone else that was obviously clearly struggling at the time. You know? It's that argument where it's like, oh, I couldn't just sit there and watch. Well, no, of course not, you couldn't.
No further need to keep each other here, I suppose. Return to Shadow now.
But that normally is
Stardust.
the kind of decisions that end up coming up between the two. And I will always raise the question that I don't think any act is completely selfless. There's always a benefit to the person that basically is causing that interaction. Whether it's a loss is not necessarily something you can measure.
Chaos trial. Check.
Because that, like, what is a loss is always kind of personal. Let's go and talk to people again, and then we'll do another trial.
A matter of time.
Hey, what happened? You look weird or something, I don't know. Weren't out too long. Took someone to the woods.
No, Dora, though I don't think I can sufficiently explain. You know the pitch black stone? Turns out it can do things.
The purple rock can do things, you say? You know what? I don't even want to know the rest. Just gonna let my imagination take over for you, thanks.
Anytime.
Yes, it do things.
Welcome, Lord Charon.
Well,
Nevertheless, I feel as though I ought have been there, brother. Perhaps I could have protected them, as was my charge. To think the fates themselves may have denied me the attempt. It's discomforting that I may never know.
I can't wait Karen to get his
You have
art.
every reason to be angry. I'm angry too. Nonetheless, I'm grateful that our paths have intertwined again. Be safe, Charon.
that pitch black stone in our training grounds. I've sensed it ever since your incantation. The subtle influence of chaos on this realm.
Our goals are intertwined. When I gaze upon the stone, I begin to see different paths and possibilities in every facet. Some leading closer to our victory.
Those paths and possibilities are real, like as not, as are the splendors that await should you indulge our primordial benefactor. There always is uncertainty where chaos is concerned. Yet I trust that Nyx's parent is an ally, not a threat.
I trust so too.
The things to watch out for. Oh, we got to collect. Nah, we'll worry about that. Nah, should we collect it? Nah, we'll worry about that. We'll collect them later. Let's do another run on the pitch black stone.
Visions of darkness.
Ah, cool. So there are the ones that will end up unlocking as well. So we could go through all these. Like, I've done some of these before anyway, and Trial of Humanity, Trial of Soul. But looks like we've got some other ones we've unlocked. They're kind of interesting. Well, let's do all the Erebus ones. So, the Trial of the Lampreys.
This vision I accept.
Lampreys? Who knows? But we'll do them. But yeah,
Feels different somehow.
let's go.
Rack me brain about those fancy silver weapons of yours. Trying to sort out who exactly could have made such things. Or when. They're the nocturnal arms, ain't they? Meant only as a last resort, but here we are, I reckon.
Bonus damage to armor. I'll take that, actually. I'm never a fan of armor. Okay, that is pretty cool to start off with. Do we descend? Yeah, we descend.
Hit me then.
Technically, it can work as a free room.
Perhaps I should not actively participate within the trials of my own design, or I unduly influence the outcome. And I believe this way it shall be much more interesting for us both.
Can be. It's just nice to have something that's easier. I take more damage after my charges are faster. Whenever you take damage, you're stunned. I will take that because that's increasing my attack as well. And let's take an upgrade. But yeah, I've always had that sort of debate that I don't think there's any sort of trueless selfless act. Like, everyone weighs up the pros and cons of doing something before they do it. And the benefits cannot be weighed up in the same way that we think they should be able to. Deal more damage. Special. It has a chance to hit 2 times. I guess take that, the extra dose is fine.
Sure.
So yeah, I always kind of believe that, you know, that there is always that sort of a, you know, there's always some benefit to the person that decides they want to give the helping hand, whether it's emotional or other ways. I am impervious. Take heavy metal. Some armors can go a long way. And shop. Gold is pointless, but that, though, we can take that with us, so... Let's continue. But yeah. I don't really know, like, overall if people really kind of worry about that sort of stuff, but...
Pleased to know you and Hephaestus get along. That one is often on his own, as though my flames are all the company he needs. He's not the worst of sorts as we gods go.
But it was always a interesting debate, as it were. And the reason why I kind of say that is because if you look at people that basically have to put a shopping cart or trolley, as we English call it, if they have to put that away, like, you know, actually park it back up, the amount of people that don't do it because there's no negative consequences to their actions is quite high.
This is for you.
Fall upon the moon and draw you down.
Long have I been the eye of night, watching you grow and train in secrecy, knowing that upon some evening such as this, we Silver Sisters would make our stand. Shall we go? Forth.
Various abilities, there we go.
Side.
And... now we just got this. So yeah, it's like the other trolley problem. as I would say. So yeah, the other trolley problem would be the fact that
A princess like yourself must have suitors of all sorts. I've had my share, though I'm not the marrying type. And besides, I don't think Hera would oblige.
tax may inflict days. Yeah, I'll take that. Get the awkward stuff out what we can. So yeah, it's kind of basically the fact that if there's no benefit in doing something, will people do it? And the other bit is if there is a deterrent for not doing something, people will still do it. But if there's like no outcome on either one, people will tend to just not bother. So it's kind of interesting. That actually can occur. And it occurs quite regularly. Like, it's not like something that's kind of a thing, but they kind of did it where they kind of had like one person always watching people when they put the trolleys away as an experiment, and then they also had then someone that kind of like hid away watching people, and you'll be able to do that. And you'll find that basically when people weren't being watched, more of them tend to not play by the rules of putting the trolley away.
Now for the last one.
You know, which is kind of really frustrating when you think about it. Because you would expect the kind of oh no, my perfect image. You'd expect people to kind of like just do the right thing, but nah. Doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. Would love to think it does, but it doesn't. And that's what like humans, us as people, are.
Hail, almighty chaos.
I would love to take that right now, but it's not a good idea. We'll take that one though. Paralyzing strike's fine.
This gift.
But I mean, like, is that a good or a bad thing? I mean, there's debates on both sides of it. Like, if
Your boatman there appreciates that the smooth sailing he's experienced in his mercantile routes is no coincidence at all.
if we didn't gain a benefit or disadvantage of stuff, we probably wouldn't have actually done many things. So it's kind of a toss-up, really, between them all.
Welcome. The altar in our training grounds is for your benefit, yet you would face me whilst ignoring the arcana. An oversight or bit of cheekiness?
Interesting.
Merely a bit of deception with which to take you off your guard, headmistress.
I think not. I'm fully on my guard and suggest you be on yours.
Ignoring the Arcana, so I guess I don't have that on there.
Crossed flames burn.
That's a lot of damage, though.
Selena's burning light.
But yeah, I'm kind of always interested in like human behavior and how sort of we function overall, because it is kind of fairly important that we understand sort of like why we end up doing things as a species, and the fact that we have to kind of find a benefit to stuff and a disadvantage is kind of fairly important. Like, that's be like a reward or a punishment essentially with everything that we end up doing. Whether that be a good or a bad thing for our species is, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. But it is kind of important to our development. Like, we wouldn't be as successful if we didn't get those rewards or benefits out of stuff. There we go, big swing.
We shall have to do this again some other eve.
Nice to see the combos you can kind of grasp with stuff like this. It's kind of why I like these kind of set trials.
Return to Shadow now.
Loadout restored.
Trial done.
But yeah.
And there she is. Shouldn't you be halfway down to Tartarus by now?
Princess, thank the fates you're well. Nemesis and I, we were just catching up. She's told me a lot about you.
Oh, great. I can imagine. Though, you never told me about your brother, Nemesis.
Got a lot of brothers. What's to tell? Never a good sign when he shows up.
I'm afraid she's right.
May I help you?
Oh, look, it's the one person that's really annoying.
Back. Eris, you said before that I don't even know what I'm missing. What did you mean by that?
Didn't mean your family, that's for sure. Come on, look at yourself. You've never lived a day in your life. That heart beating in your chest, you think it's only there to pump your blood. Just another muscle.
The heart is a muscle. And so what if I never lived a day? I'm more of a night person. What, should I be out feasting when Olympus is in peril and the underworld in utter disarray?
Maybe. But you just want everything nice and orderly and predictable and boring.
That's not true.
You sure?
Someone always likes to poke the bear.
Vengeance for your family awaits you far below. I'm certain they would be proud of what you have become. Bear them in your heart when you strike.
Headmistress, I'll bear them in my heart, but I have no memory of them. How could I? You're the one who's always been there for me.
Oh, don't say such things. I am not your mother, Millennium. So much she could have taught you. I cannot. Never compare us.
Shame.
Okay.
So how has Nemesis been faring out there? Taking matters into her very capable hands. Not making too much grief for you, I hope?
So you know already. And Headmistress must too. Nemesis is being Nemesis. Discovering firsthand our task is not as simple as it seems.
Say no more then. Though if she becomes too intent on impeding your results over achieving her own, we'll step in.
It won't come to that.
Ah, we don't know though. Collect all the cool goodies. Put some wheat seeds down. And some poppy seeds.
You'll grow strong.
Keep planting the garden. Yeah, I really should have picked that up the other time. And yes, give me some psyche. I do forget I can buy these every single time I come here. But yeah, I guess that's it for these couple of runs. Don't know if we'll end up doing them more of them. I might leave those for like random points because they're kind of just like filler stuff, but they do unlock other things and let's see that. But again, if you do kind of enjoy these, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.